Welcome back to this last week of the Team Summit. I hope you guys are enjoying it thus far and ready to dive right back on in again tonight with more sports. And so tonight we have Mr. Jack Ushery. That last name might sound familiar. And so I will go ahead and let him take it away.
Hello. Good evening, everyone. Thank you all for taking time out to be on this awesome team forum and just, taking time out to listen to me talk to you a little bit about the profession of officiating. Again, my name is Jack Ushery. I am in Atlanta, Georgia, born and raised ATLN. I'm a native here. Have a wife and 3 kids, and I have been officiating college and high school basketball now for 16 years. To say I have seen and done a lot when it comes to the game of basketball. I love it. But officiating is my thing now. I've transferred over from being a player to an official. Time is undefeated. So, I can't run up and down the court with a basketball in my hand, but now I trade it in for a whistle. So it's a great time. I enjoy it. It's an interesting profession, a unique profession. It's really what I like to call a thankless job, because it's one of those things. It was one of the rare professions where you can have a room full of people that come into your space, into your profession, and tell you how to do your job, and they have no training on it, but they will definitely think that they are correct. So at the end of the day, rules knowledge when it comes to the game of officiating is very key. You have to know your rules. You have to know what's a violation and what's a foul, and amongst some other things. But I want to keep it basic tonight, because for the simple fact that the art of officiating is very detailed, and it takes years of practice to really start to really understand the whole aspect of the game. As a quick story, real quick, I was actually officiating a prep school game earlier today. I know during the pandemic, there's a lot of creative ways that guys are trying to figure out how to continue to play the game of basketball, and have recruiters actually still recruit the high school guys, so they can get to that next level of college. But long story short, I actually had an altercation with the player today. Unfortunately, it was an interesting situation where he was upset about a call, so he begins to cuss. I told the young man, hey, watch your mouth. But he kept going. So I had to give him what's called a technical foul. I issued him a technical foul, and most of the time, a technical foul, you issue those to try to diffuse the situation, bring the guy back down. Hopefully, it makes the game better. Well, he was already frustrated about just how the day was going for him. So he continued to go on, and I mean, he called me everything but the child of God. So it was interesting, but at the end of the day, I had to professionally escort him out of the building, because he had to go. He actually stayed on the bench with his. He was able to stay on the bench with his coach. It seemed like a situation where he would probably have animosity towards me at the end of it, but in all honesty, he actually came up to me after the game and apologized for his behavior. And I'm one of those officials where I like to talk to the players. I try to do what's called preventive officiating. And that's when I am talking to you, trying to help you before I actually start having to put air in my whistle. Because once I put air in my whistle, anything I blow, I can't take back. And that's what you'll see in officiating. Guys make mistakes. Sometimes guys are right. But regardless, once they put air in the whistle, they can't take the call back. The young man came and apologized. Actually a really good kid, a very talented young man. And I told him, hey, at the end of the day, buddy, I'm not taking anything personal. I want this to be a teachable moment, because that's what we have in life. We have a lot of teachable moments, okay? You can't go and fly off at the handle like that at a person just because you don't agree with what was called or how the outcome of the situation occurred. All right, you can't, you just can't do that. It's a life lesson. This is bigger than basketball right now. And so I'm giving that quick tidbit I'm giving that scenario simply to say, you have a lot of scenarios like that in officiating. It's very parallel to life. You have a lot of life lessons that you learn as an official. So it's sometimes like even that altercation with him made me have to sit back and reflect after the game. Like, okay, what could I have done better? You know, what could I have done to diffuse this situation a little more than what I did? And, you know, so I had my self-talk like I always do after the games. And, you know, and now I move on. I go on to the next one. So a lot of life lessons learned, you know, you kind of get paid to work out in a sense. So that's kind of cool. I mean, there's no feeling like it. And it's the same with officiating. Yeah, it's only three. It's normally three of us. So it's normally a 3-person crew. For me, being in as an NCAA men's official, we always have a 3-man crew. If you see a 2-man crew on live television, that means somebody went down and got hurt. So it's normally always 3 officials on the court.
I wanted to skip the next question to go to the next comment because I think it goes to your piece about being heckled. So
Okay.
she says, can you hear the moms in the stands? If I'm the mom and I'm making the right call sometime, but thank you for explaining to me that you can't take the call back.
Right. So moms are my favorite, okay? Moms will let me know how good or how bad I am every game. It's like clockwork. I respect it because I mean, you know, moms they just want to see their baby win. They don't care about nothing else. They want to see their baby shine. They want them to score 1,000,000 points, and they want them to win. And I get it. But yes, I can definitely hear the moms. They make sure I hear them. All right, I'm gonna move out the way for a minute, but you can still hear me. Okay. So this what you see. Oh, you can't see my hand. Oh, there we go. All right. So this side here, let's just look at the green, blue, and yellow side, okay? This half of the court. All right. The other half over there, the red and yellow side, that is for 2-person officiating, okay? I want to show you guys 3-person officiating. Okay, so what we have here in the blue section, you see the T? That stands for trail. That's the trail official, okay? In the yellow section, that is an L. That stands for lead. That's the lead position. In the green area, that is the C. The C is the center position, also referred to as slot, okay? And those shaded areas, well, those are our areas, that's our primary coverage areas, okay? Also referred as PCA. So those are the areas that you're responsible for when the ball is in the front court, okay? I'm gonna pull up some plays for you, okay? Just do a little quick game. And I'll call it you make the call. All right.
Yes.
You walk.
I was gonna ask you if you think it's a travel, you think it's a double dribble,
You walk. I
the
think
foul?
it's travel.
Whatever you got. You got a travel, you have a double dribble. What do you have?
Travel.
Somebody said, I heard somebody say travel.
I say travel too.
Travel?
And-
Yes. The answer is travel. He jumps for the jump shot. The defender got there, was going to block his shot, so now he actually tries to dribble the ball while he's still in the air. But because he left his pivot foot had left the ground, his pivot foot could not then return to the ground without it being a violation. So once he lands, that's when the violation of travel occurs. Okay.